This is Angela Thomas with Improve Your Mind, Balance Your Emotional Wealth. Thank you for listening to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Today I am going to be talking to you about burning bridges and letters to make amends, not only with yourself, but maybe with others. So you are here today because either someone cared enough about you to share this, or you were at a pain point, also referred to as triggers, and want to feel better, different. You want to change or grow who you are. I am glad you are here. The bridge of incidents, which is spoken about often in the community, puts you here to help us both. You for a solution to your pain point, me to grow my channel and help lift millions of people every day. Thank you again for coming. Gratitude is very important, so I'd like to thank you, thank you, thank you. My goal is for you to improve your mind and balance your emotional wealth. Let's begin. So, a common concept within people that you speak to or read the news, which I don't recommend reading the news, that's just garbage going in your brain, and anything negative going in your brain manifests outwards, so we only want positive things, positive results. But the common core concept is, oh, everybody's toxic and you just cut them out of your life and move on. Or you've been told you're the toxic one and decide it's true or untrue. Any of the above is really irrelevant, because it's now time to improve your relationship with yourself first, improve you, and then the next thing is improve your relationships with the greater world as a whole. That being said, now it's time to start implementing that solution. So you've met this person or people that you're trying to decide what should you do. Should you burn that bridge, plan a retreat, and come back later? The advice of many well-meaning people is that you should just cut out the toxic person. But what if the toxic person is you? You can't cut yourself out. And if everyone is you pushed out, then it's you that you need to work on anyway, so that you're not that, or that you don't attract those kind of people in your life. And that's really what we're trying to do here, is make sure that you're healthy, whole, and complete. I'd like to say, people, I love everyone. I actually mentioned that to a client today. I love everyone, but some people I prefer to love from afar. And that's okay if that's where you're at, and it's perfectly all right to say, I can love you from afar, I don't have to have you in my space. But still, I can appreciate you. As a master manifester, I know everyone is me pushed out, and that my relation to someone is in relation to my thoughts of them, my intentions with them, and my interactions with them are mirrored back to me. So if I automatically think, well, gosh, if I speak to so-and-so, they are really difficult, and I'm going to get a difficult resolution just trying to talk to them, well, I already went in there with that expectation. So therefore, that is what I'm going to get. If I change my thought process, oh my gosh, that person is so happy to see me, they can't wait to talk to me, then what am I going to get? Everyone is me pushed out, right? So if I go in positive and happy and excited, then that's what I'm going to get in return. Change your thoughts. But back to everybody being married back to you, or me, either way. I have a few options when it comes to this person or people that I feel are difficult to deal with. I can try a direct repair, and I'll explain that to you in a moment. I can blow up that bridge or burn it down, or I can go within myself and fix it. So let's talk about option one. I can do a direct repair. You must be in a state of personal calm that you can interact without being triggered and that other person has to be at that point too. So if you are not both in that point that you can stay interacting with each other and having a healthy, normal conversation, and if there is conflict or on a conflict resolution, then it's going to escalate. And unfortunately, when you've tried option 1, now option 2 has happened. The bridge burns down. All of a sudden, you don't have that bridge anymore, and you have to decide, now what? So this is option 2. The bridge is burning. I can do a revision. That's where you change what happens to your desired result. So remember, I just tried a direct repair, and instead I was triggered, they were triggered, we were both triggered, doesn't matter. I can revise that and say, you know, that interaction with this person was so positive. It was so changing. I was able to see their viewpoint. They saw mine, and it's healthy. It's happy, healthy, whole. And that's your ideal. And that's the quickest method. When you do a revision, it's best that it's done immediately, meaning that you immediately repair it in your mind. But you can actually go back years and revise something within your past of something that you didn't like or something that didn't work out in your best interest. You just have to decide, do I really want to go back and revise everything, or am I at peace with some of it, and some of it I need to revise it so that I'm not triggered anymore by it. That's the best and the easiest way to do it, is to revise it immediately upon happening, but you can't go backwards. Option B on this burn bridges. Heal the trigger within you, and then take the time to write letters. Remember, I mentioned we would be writing letters. That writing the letters does not mean that you necessarily send them. Let's say that you have a grievance with somebody, and unfortunately they're not even here in this world anymore. So you have no way to send the letter. And even if they were here, you may not want to send the letter. It's really for your own internal healing. You can write it out as an angry letter. You can write it out as an apology letter. You can just write everything that you're feeling, thinking, resolving the situation or the person. Then you're going to take that letter, and you have 2 choices. You can rip it up, and you'd be littering if you did this, so I don't recommend it, and throw it in the water behind you and let it wash away. If you're going to do that, I would suggest taking bread and do the bread, because at least something will eat it. But the other option is you can burn the letter, which cleanses you and the atmosphere of it. The atoms are released, and therefore it's gone. Now, the third thing that we were talking about, whether we're going to burn a bridge or not, and this is really kind of the best advice every time, go within. Go within to avoid reoccurring pain points. Because if you haven't healed that issue within you, it's going to keep coming up. Whether with that person or somebody else, it is going to come back to bite you. And I don't want you to be going through that. I want you healthy, whole, and complete. So that is the best point. Find where you had that original occurrence of that kind of trigger. Heal that so that it is never an issue again, and you can embrace it as a happy, healthy, whole, complete adult. That being said, remember, everybody is you pushed out, so it's you within. Go within, figure it out, and then that way you can improve your relationships with them. So, in the conclusion, option 1, you can do the direct method. Call to them, try to actually repair the damage, see what you can do in a healthy, happy, whole way. You can burn that bridge, but chances are at some point you're going to run into that person again, and you're going to have to figure out how to deal with them. So burning the bridge isn't necessarily going to help. And then the third one is go within. Take care of what that pain point is. Heal yourself so you can face the world in a better process. And also, always self-concept. Always start your morning with a meditation and self-concept. I love myself. I am happy, whole, and complete. Everything is working out to my favor. I am wonderful. I have a meditation I'll put up above about self-concept. Take care, have a great day, and thank you, thank you, thank you.